Hey everyone, if you're anything like me, you get stressed a lot. Some might even call it a passion of mine to stress the fuck out about everything. But I have made a lot of changes in my life to stress less because ain't nobody got time for stressing. Okay, so the Christmas brings about a lot of different stresses. We all of a sudden feel poor and we have to go to different places that make us uncomfortable and see in-laws and eat foods maybe we do or don't want to eat, and maybe you have a baby and everyone's touching it, and there's just so many things, and everyone's situation is so different, but we can all agree that there is a lot of stress that surrounds the holiday season. So I want to give you two really actionable skills that you can take anywhere with you anytime during the holidays. Just whip them out. It's like a little toolbox of stress management. Okay. So, the first tool I'm going to give you is something called the Take Five method. And if any of you guys have ever taken forms of therapy, you might have heard the word, oh my gosh, I was going to say mindset training. Mindfulness. It was so close. Sorry, guys. That was a really awkward pause. Thank you for holding with me here. Mindfulness. We got there. Okay, the cool thing about mindfulness is what we're asking our brain to do is, instead of focusing on the stress and anxiety, we're focusing on something a little bit more tangible, a little bit more engaged with our senses. Okay, so senses like listening, like feeling things, like smelling things, like tasting things. And the more senses that we engage, the less chance our brain actually has on continuing the anxiety and the stress. Okay. So, the Take Five method is truly taking 5 minutes away from the stressful activity. In this 5 minutes, usually I recommend going to a space that no one else is at, like your car. Okay, so I developed this method after working as a dispatch worker, 911 dispatch, emergency dispatch. And some days I was so stressed when I left work. And I found that I was taking all of that stress from work and I was going home and I was still feeling all of that anxiety and all of that stress from work. And I wanted to stop doing that. Like, how could I go from this stressful situation and actually change the way I was thinking to calm down and be cool at home? So, what I would do is I would get in my car, and before driving anywhere, I would sit with my car running for 5 minutes, and I would, like, on purpose, change my mood. Okay. I would turn on my favorite songs. I would eat a piece of chocolate. I would look at the sky. I would take big breaths. And I would have thoughts that said to myself, leave this here. Like, stop stressing. And that 5 minutes gave me enough time to truly let the day go and proceed the rest of my day completely differently. So during the Christmas season and during any season of life, this skill is available to you. Okay. Take five can sometimes mean going to the washroom and washing your hands in warm water. Okay. Smell the soap, feel the heat on your hands, and tell yourself, I want to feel something different than when I entered this bathroom. You need to make a physical choice in your mind to let go of the emotion you were feeling before and take on a new emotion going forward. Okay. I recommend using as many senses as possible, again, to allow that break in your brain from going from anxiety and panic into a new emotion. Try this out anytime, anywhere, but make sure it's a plan. Don't just be like panicking and be like, oh, I'm supposed to do this five thing. I don't know what to do. I'm going to go. I'm just going to panic more. Pre planning is everything. If you're going to a stressful event, ask yourself before you get there, what is my action plan for when I get panicked and anxious and stressed? Before you go, not when you're stressed, before you go. So, right now, I want you to pause this video and I want you to write down on a piece of paper what you're going to do if you're at a holiday party, at an in law's house, or at your own home and you get panicked and stressed. What are you going to do to engage your senses and regroup? Pause this video, write it down. Okay. The next one I want to talk about is a really similar thing, and that is being creative. So, this isn't necessarily for that in the moment panic mode. This is more for checking in with yourself kind of like daily because you're dealing with a lot more stress than usual. So, what I'm going to recommend to you is finding a physical activity with your hands, something that you can do that connects your brain and your hands together to make something, to draw something, to write something. It's an outlet for the amount of pressure that's going inside of your body. Think of it like a pressure relief valve. I guess you guys don't use engines a lot, but like on your pressure cooker, if you got one of those, and you've got all that steam above your rice, and you need to release some of that pressure before you can open the lid, or else it'll freaking explode. That's what you need to do for your own brain. Okay, so on a daily basis, I want you to find an activity that's calming and relaxing and allows you to let the day go. And this is all fun and games, but you have to actually do it. And that's the thing that I really want to stress in this video is like, we can talk about stress management. We can be like, yeah, I have a plan, but like the difference between a person who is calm and collected and the difference between a person who's panicking is the action of doing these skills. Okay. And I know it's uncomfortable and it's not going to come easy the first couple times, but keep doing them. Do them all the time. Get so comfortable and confident with your skills that you don't even fear a negative situation because you know you can calm yourself down. You're not going to rely on others. You're not going to rely on drinking. You can calm you down and you're confident about that. All right, that's where I'm going to leave it here, ladies. I hope that this helped. Write down your plan before you go to these events, before you're in your panic mode, and actually do it. All right, ladies, good luck. Bye.